Out. Hey, good morning. Hello, everybody. Man, I look like a total hippy dippy here because I think I am. Okay. Hello, good morning, everybody. I am here in my garden paradise I can't look at myself. This is funny. Okay. The reason I don't like selfies and camera things and this on-camera stuff, I really don't like it. I really don't like it. Okay, I have to get past this because I have such important news, such important information. I can't make my own fears stop what I'm trying to do. And that, I think, is going to be the message for the day today, because I know the world is a little crazy at the moment. A lot of things are up in the air. There's a lot of uncertainty just in general. Okay, spring is a time of growth and birth and renewal, and that means things are changing. It's growing. Okay, I'm trying to say that, to remind that of myself, because I've been on a journey for, I don't know, years that I've been working towards a dream, and I didn't really know exactly what that dream was really going to look like, but I had it in my mind of what I wanted it to be. And basically, a creative place to hang out with some friends, with some good creative ideas and conversations, things to make life fantastic for everybody. Okay. And so my first career, and my husband was an actor. My first career was in theater, and I worked my way up to working on Broadway in New York City. Jonathan was a New York City actor on Broadway, TV movies, TV shows, soap operas. They used to film soap operas in New York City back then. And that creative vibe, that part of bringing people together in a group environment to work on a project of something that is emotionally exciting for the audience to watch. Okay, that was the pieces of what I used to do in my first career. I went to business school. I was an office manager, a house manager, a tour manager. I took a dance company around the country and down to the Caribbean with dance performances. And so the arts, hi, somebody's saying, where am I? I am in beautiful Kamui, Puerto Rico. I am here at the Oasis de Artes, which is a project that I have started here and opening to the public because it just got approved by the mayor, the alcalde here in Kamui. So back to my story and how this is really funny. It includes my husband, because we talked about having some sort of a performance garage in our town when we first got married and were first buying our house. And this was before our baby was born. There was an old gas station on the corner that I just wanted to make into a performance garage. And Jonathan was the actor, so he was going to handle all the acting stuff. And I was the business person, so I was going to handle all the business stuff. And that was a dream that I had with him. And now that's been over, I hate to say, a long time. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. It's been a long time. Okay. That, back when I was young, 25 years old, that was the idea. That was the dream. That was the, hey, could we really figure out how to do this? Thanks, Sandy, for saying I'm inspiring, because it's hard for me to get out here and talk on camera. I don't like being on camera. But today is a really important day. I have to push past this because I moved to Puerto Rico. Now it's been 3 years ago. Again, I'm a woman that gets a dream in my mind and I make it happen. I sold everything. I was high school teacher in Tampa, Florida. Sold everything and moved to San Juan. I bought my house the first days I was here, because I knew that Puerto Rico was going to be the place for me and my creative spirit and my type of thinking and my energy, and that I had to move here. So I did. And I remember when I did it, I was getting a manicure with my mom, like one last trip. And a lady next to us was just shocked at me. And she's like, how can you do that? How can you leave this place where you've always lived? How can you go live in a place where you don't speak Spanish and da 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 da? And I thought about it and I was like, yeah, you know, it is. But I've been to so many Caribbean islands. I love the islands. What's the difference in the weather from Tampa to San Juan? Because cities are cities and weather is weather and hurricane is hurricane. So I moved. Well, now 3 years goes by. I've written more books. This too, I quit teaching so that I could start writing books. This is the version that came out of my head in San Juan. And it's easy instructions to make life the way you want it to be. What are you dreaming of? What are your thoughts, your values, your key points of life that make you who you are? You inside, personally. And how to tap into that and use that for your best life. So I got somebody now from Korea. This is fun, around the world. Okay, so the idea that you create your life has been proven and studied, and I can go through all the research. I used to teach high school, and like I said, I was trained in helping people figure out difficult situations. Critical thinking is like math. It's a formula that you follow. And creative thinking is when you take your dreams and your imagination and apply it to those problems, even in a constructive format fashion. So what I'm talking about, I know was not taught in many schools. And let me say that again. I'm a high school teacher. I used to win awards for teaching students that other people couldn't teach, that they were failing, they were dropping out, they were leaving school, they were at the jail. I taught at the jail high school, okay? Because people need something different in their life to make them kind of stop and think and go, yeah, wait a minute, this doesn't have to be this way. So I'm using the arts and the power of creativity, things like this graphic design here, this perception, this idea, this focal point, even if the text is backwards and whatnot, because I'm using the camera wrong, the image that you are, your perception is up to you. And what you decide to do is how your life is going to turn out. It's up to you. And research shows it takes 10,000 hours of practice and study and dedication to something in order to truly be an expert at it. And so, yeah, I'm not real good on this video channel, my YouTube channel, because I haven't spent the 10,000 hours on YouTube learning how to edit and tag and do all those things. I admit it. I'm not the expert. And this is getting me to my point of why I now need friends. I'm out here in Kamui. I've got the garden set up. My classroom, it's not a classroom anymore. It's a creative zone. I have 7 different kinds of arts, all the different kinds of arts, all kinds of projects and kits. So whatever kind of art you like, you can come here and do. Okay. It's kind of like a sip and paint idea, but it's not, because even those sip and paints, I love them. I love them. But if I don't want to go paint a mermaid on the night when they're doing mermaid night, I don't go, because I know that's what they want me to paint. And so my own creativity and my own desire to create a place where people can come and hang out. And so I'm trudging through this session this morning because the wind is blowing. I thought it was going to rain. I had a huge storm blow through here like 20 minutes ago. Black clouds, sky was gray, and now it's not. And that's another thing I love about Puerto Rico, is that it's always changing, it's always adapting. And that's why the remix kit, Remix Life here, is my thing, because remixing music makes it better. Remixing videos make them better. Remixing your life is going to make it better. And I've got the power. I've got the magic. I've got the woo-woo magic. So excited. So I'm here talking in the morning because the morning arts, I'm calling these the fuente, the source. Language arts, digital media, infinity math, and culinary. All of those arts in the morning, that's what I'm trying to focus on. That's why I'm doing digital media right now. In the afternoon, if you're interested in those kind of arts later in the afternoon, come later in the day. The visual arts, painting, sculptures, 3D things. I'm working on my pony. I'm off track. Visual arts, decorative arts, and performing arts at the end of the day, because it's showtime and it's about money and how you make your money and keeping your money and making it fun. It's creative. So that's my story. And if you want to come all day and really do your Remix Life Vita day, we'll do it the whole thing top to bottom. I guarantee you will have a different outlook on your life. You'll have a plan for how you want to handle situations in your life. You'll know exactly what to handle, 1, 2, 3. And you'll leave in a totally different mindset, being ramped up, good to go, and on fire. That's my story. That's what I'm doing because that's how I am. That's what I do. So again, I have to let me turn this around now because I'm really tired of talking on camera. I really am not. I'm not the actress. That's why I married the actor, right? So gets me back to the friend's point. Here's my friend's point. Yesterday, I was working on trying. There's the pony. In fact, let me turn this around. It's enough of this. Let me turn this around. Okay. Yesterday, there's my pony. I was working down at the end of my driveway, down there. I had my shovel. I had the bucket of concrete. I had the posts. I had the sign. I had everything set out there. I was working, digging in the hard rock earth. This is new Tierra Piedra Gorda. The earth is rock. It doesn't bend. Okay, I'm out there trying to do that. It didn't work. It was an epic failure. It was 2 hours. I was crying. So about the time that I finally am giving up, I'm truly at wit's end. Like I said, I'm like trying to not get hyperventilating and crying. I'm very upset down there. Out comes the neighbor that lives in the house way down there. Out she comes. Cute lady. Her name's Jocelyn. I've met her before. She comes out and she brings me a little package of cookies and she hands them to me in her very broken Spanglish and my lovely broken Spanglish as well, because I'm working on it. And she says to me, "It's okay. It'll be okay. Here's a cookie." And she kind of tells me that her husband might come help me tomorrow. He wants to help me and that I should be nice to him and let me help. He wants to help me tomorrow and that it's okay. It'll be okay. And it's also about the time another big afternoon storm's rolling in. And I just sat there and I'm like, this is the point where, I can't do everything by myself. Nobody can. We have to work together. We have to work together. That's it. And so we want to live together in peace. We have to work together. That's it. That's like the motto for my day. So the end of my story here, let me wrap this up because I'm getting upset again. Life's hard, and we have to live together in peace, respect each other. Everybody does what they want. Hey, you do what you want in your house. That's cool for you in your house. Cool. I want to be your neighbor. I want to respect that. I want to share the same beautiful planet with you. So, we have to live together in peace. And if we can work together, we can get more stuff done. We can get things accomplished. I'm back to fired up. I'm back to having a friend. I'm not here by myself. I'm committed to what I'm doing because I know that the arts are magic. The arts are so powerful, and nothing can stop you when you're using your creativity and your imagination, and that's what we need more of in the world. So, here's the book in Spanish, Mejora tu Vida Club, a remix kit. It is on Amazon in Spanish. Here it is in English, Best Life remix kit. And so what is it? Yeah, it's so simple. Let me just show you here. It's so simple. It's a few charts and graphs, things for you to work through. Here's the chart. You know, as a teacher, we use graphic organizers to help lay things out on a piece of paper. And so that's what I did here. And these are skills that I am pretty darn sure were not taught in schools. It's kind of nerdy math that kind of like algebra almost, or put 2 and 2 together and it comes up with 17. Something like that. But I am here to show everybody that your life is what you make it. This morning I got the bird bath cleaned out. Look at how pretty it is. Added new water. It was a mess after the storm last night. I didn't know I'd be taking care of a bird bath. I didn't think about that. And it could be a problem that I decide I'm not going to deal with it and I'm just going to let it sit here and it's going to start growing. Or I can decide and say, hey, you know what? You didn't think through that whole idea when you painted it a light color. Maybe you shouldn't have painted it the light color. Maybe that's the reason it was the dark color that it was. But you know, it's so pretty now that I have to commit to cleaning it. Because it's so pretty, I think. So yeah, if you agree, if you like my fountain, comment, people. Let's get an interaction going here. I'm looking for friends. I'm looking for people, young people, especially here in Puerto Rico, to help me with the Spanish side of this. I can't do it in Spanish. And that's part of my plan. You know, as a theater, my degree is in theater management. Producing Broadway shows was my first career. I used to live in New York City and worked on Broadway with some legends in Broadway. I'm not the talent. I'm the producer. I'm the coordinator. I'm the one that says, yeah, let's make a show. And so, yeah, it's kind of funny. I have a garden and I want to make shows. I'm making shows. Here's my earth display. And so, yeah, I'm making shows. I'm making art. And it's not the greatest art by any means because I'm new. I'm just starting out. I don't have 10,000 hours of practice. That's crazy. And yet, if I want to be an artist, I need to get working on it. How else do I think I'm going to get to be an artist? Surely not scrolling on my phone. That's never going to be there. Yes, I see a comment here. Being a high school teacher is difficult. Yeah, the kids are the best part. The students were my favorite part of my day, every day. Every class, every day, every student. I had 148 students one year. 148 of them. 16-year-olds. Talk about crazy. But I love them. It's energy, it's ideas, it's imagination. And so here's my new library. I've gathered all my favorite books together. All my resources, all my inspiration, all of my powers. Here's art projects, getting in the works, gathering things together. Going through my history, looking at my archives. Because our world is, here we go, medieval universities. Our world is always changing, and yet look at this, a medieval university. How cool is that? Oxford. Yeah, huge university, huge in the news last couple days. That's ironic. Here it is. Padua, this one's in Spain, I believe. Yeah, in Bologna, Italy. Bologna. Which this looks like San Juan. Looks like a doorway in San Juan. So come be my friend, hang out. Let's talk about old books. Let's talk about music and the arts. Get some ideas flowing. The arts makes life fantastic. Here's a bunch of my supplies. I'm breaking them up into a kit of materials. I have a menu that you can come and look at. It's like a list of choices and all the descriptions on all of the materials. It's a 3-hour adventure here in my creative garden. I can't take you all the way out in the garden. I need some secrets. I need some things here for you to come explore. And so I'm inviting you to come and explore. I mentioned the books. I failed to mention the reservations are on the website. youWestPress.com has lots of information, all kinds of books I've written. This will be book number 8, the Oasis de Artes. Like I said, morning session is language arts, digital arts, infinity math, and culinary. Afternoon session is the visual arts, the decorative arts, and performing arts. Yes, the whole entire Remix Your Life in a quick 6 hours. I guarantee I can help you remix your life in 6 hours. You will have a totally different perspective, plans to make it happen, resources to tap into, focused, purpose-driven, customized just for you. And so I'm in Kamui, Puerto Rico. I really have to get going today. I've been talking way too long. I didn't mean to do this long today. But I got a little choked up there going through the story and going through the reasons why I'm here. And what am I doing? What am I doing? Which is funny because that's what everybody always asks me. What am I doing? Making the world a better place. Making the world fantastic for everybody. That's what I'm doing. I'm in love with these palm trees. They're so cool. I have 8 different kinds of palm trees, so I've really, in typical fashion, kicked it up a notch. I don't just have some palm trees. I got 8 different kinds of them. Here I'm giving you a quick shot of 3 of them. So go over to the website, get the reservation for the time, for the date, for the art you're interested in. Come see me, be my friend, looking to make the world the most fantastic place it can be. Puerto Rico is magic. And if you're here, you know that. And if you want to come visit, you need to come visit. Because it's spectacular. And again, the books. Okay, I really got to go. I got to figure out how to get the pony up for real. And let me go meet my neighbor's husband. Let me see what he's interested in. This will be fun in my Spanish. Love it. Joy West Press. My best dreams come true every single day. And I can help you make yours also. Make yours the way that you want your life to be. Okay? That's it. That's my story. That's where it's at. Hope you have a fantastic day. All right. I'm going to leave it on my girl today. I just hung this up. Love it. Have a great day. Bye.